when it comes to bedrooms, we could all use some extra storage. And in DIY, it gives you the opportunity to use materials that you wouldn't think you could use, like conduit piping, and not for electrical purposes. So I'm going to show you how to make a PVC shoe rack, and it's fun and easy. The materials that you'll need are the following: some T-piece fittings, PVC piping, measuring tape, a pencil, a PVC pipe cutter, turpentine in a rag, a primer for plastic, and spray paint color of your choice. The first step of this PVC project is to determine the size of your shoe rack. Is it going in the wardrobe or is it going in a space next to a wall? So I'm working with a length of 700 mils, and I've designed my shoe rack to have 3 levels to it with a spacing about 200 mils between each. There we go, measured my first mark of 700 mils, and then this is where this hand tool comes in so handy. This is called a PVC pipe cutter. It's so easy. It has a clamping mechanism. You put the pipe there in the middle and the blade is in line with the marking, and then you just squeeze and it slices through the PVC piping. How easy was that? So I'm going to cut about 6 700 mil lengths. Great, so my lengths are all measured out, and now I can work with my shorter pieces of PVC piping. I'm working with 200 millimeters, and these are going to act as the spacing between each shoe rack shelf. And this is the width of your shoe rack, and this is how the shoes fit onto the shoe rack. So take your shoe size into account and always cut it smaller because you need to factor in the length of the T-piece. There we go, the last piece is cut, and I put all my fittings together on a table and kept them in groupings to make the assembly of our PVC shoe rack that much easier. It's a good idea to maybe glue your pieces together to make the whole project more steady. You can opt for PVC cement or your general adhesive. And it's like puzzle building, you just fit them in together. There we go, my lengths are now done and they have a fitting on each end. Now I'm going to work with the crossbars. The crossbars are what keep the shoe rack steady, and there's only 2 at the bottom and 2 at the top. There we go, crossbars now done, the length bars are done, and I have my height PVC pieces over here. Now with the height, I measured them out to 200 millimeters, but what I want you to take into account is the size of your shoes. You could be dealing with stilettos or tackies that are a lot shorter, or boots that require a bit more space, so you can cut according to the size of your shoe. Right, so now it's time to start assembling the frame. Now it's time to introduce the crossbars. There we go, the final level to my shoe rack. Now, before we start spray painting, you can see that I peeled off all the barcodes and the price stickers here, and that could look, the texture could look really bad once you start spray painting it. So here's a bit of a tip: some turpentine on a rag, and just give it a good wipe, and then you're left with a smooth surface before spray painting. To ensure our final top coat of paint looks great for longer, a coat of plastic primer is applied before finishing off the project in a dark metallic spray paint. There you go, a quick DIY project for extra storage for your shoes. The great thing about it, it's adaptable for either in the wardrobe or on the outside. I have another DIY decor project for you, and it involves our bedside tables. Sometimes placing elements like your watch or your phone or jewelry or loose change can look really messy on your bedside table. The trick is to give all these little elements a place to live so it looks more organized, like using a mini tray. I absolutely love the classic and elegance of marble, but it can get quite expensive, so we're going to fake it by using vinyl adhesive. So the materials and tools that you'll need for this nifty DIY project are a cordless drill, some vinyl adhesive, I've chosen the marble pattern, measuring tape and a measuring ruler, a piece of pine wood cut to size, some cabinet handles, a screwdriver, sharp scissors, and a soft cloth. Let's start with the piece of pine wood that's actually the base of our tray. We need to drill holes on either side of the tray to attach the handles later. So it's all about placement right now. I'm happy with that. Great, now that I've traced out where I should be drilling, I've inserted a 4mm drill bit used for wood. There we go. I'm going to countersink the wood so that the screw heads sit flush, and I'm going to use a hand tool for that. With the countersinking done, that means the bottom of our tray won't be wobbly because the screw heads won't be sticking out. Now it's time to wrap our piece of wood in the vinyl adhesive, and this is where your Christmas wrapping skills come in handy. And now we're going to wrap this like a beautifully wrapped present. Right, so I'm going to trim off the excess here. I'm going to fold that piece in. Our tray is now wrapped, and I'm going to gently pierce where I can see the hole is. I'm going to do that to all 4 holes. Now it's time to attach the handles. Great, the handles are secure and our tray is nearly finished. But if you're a perfectionist, even though the tray is lying flat, you can still make the bottom look really nice by just applying some more adhesive to the bottom. All done. Now it's time to style our bedside table. When it comes to styling a bedside table, stick to the absolute necessities. Plants always bring a sense of life to a space, while the tray acts as a designated area to keep jewelry, a candle, or even your favorite book.